A geometric sequence is a sequence where each new term after the first term is found by multiplying a non-zero constant to the preceding term. The constant number is called the common ratio. To further understand the definition of the geometric sequence, let us consider this example. And here is the situation. Suppose you have started to save 1 peso on the first day, 2 pesos on the second day, and 4 pesos on the third day, and each day after, you always double the amount of what you have saved on the previous day. Here we are expected to make a list of your 10-day savings. In this situation, you are already given with the amount of saving for the first day, and that would be 1. While on the second day, it was stated here that you have saved 2 pesos on the second day while 4 pesos on the third day. So at this point, let us consider first what happened on the first 3 numbers. Here you will notice that we can come up with a 2 by either adding a 1 from 1 or multiplying a 2 with 1. So for the meantime, let us note what may have happened here. But if we take a look at the next consecutive numbers, 2 and positive 4, then we may obtain a 4 from 2 by either adding a 2 or multiplying a 2. But since it happens to be constant, when we are using the multiplication of the preceding number with 2, therefore, let us try to eliminate the first idea. So here, we have multiplied the 1 with this 2 so that we get the next number 2. But if we do the same for this 2, multiplying this with 2 gives us the 4. And let us see whether the rest of the numbers here can be actually determined by using that same idea. Going back to the situation, it was stated here that each day after, you always double the amount of what you have saved on the previous day. So since our previous saving is 4, if we double such amount, then it is the same with the idea of multiplying the 4 with 2. So it gives us the next number, 8. Since it happens that we should do the same for all the remaining days, then multiplying the 8 with the 2 gives us the next number, 16. And it will be followed by 32, 64, 128, 256, and 512. So again, we merely get all these numbers by multiplying the preceding number with a non-zero constant 2. And this is an example of a geometric sequence. And based on the definition, the non-zero constant being multiplied to the preceding number is what we call the common ratio, which is usually denoted by R, and it happens to be the 2. Identifying geometric sequences. Identify if the sequence is a geometric sequence and indicate the common ratio if the sequence is a geometric sequence. So you have learned from the definition that in order for a certain sequence to be a geometric sequence, then there must be a common ratio. So the common ratio is the number being multiplied to the preceding number so that it gives us the next number. But we may also work on this backwards. By using, of course, the inverse of multiplication, which happens to be the division. So if we take a look at these two numbers here, by dividing the negative 8 by negative 4, then we will obtain a certain quotient, and that would be a positive 2. And if we do the same with the negative 16 divided by negative 8, the answer will also be a 2. And this will also be equal to 2. Since all of these numbers are the same, then the common ratio is equal to 2. And this is an example of a geometric sequence.